Hello and welcome back to the House of Tesla. In our last episode, we finally finished upstairs on the third floor and came down here to the first floor. We figured out how to activate the elevator buttons and all the things. Interestingly, you cannot go back up. Yeah, because if I click there, that's all I get is just to this point. But during the loading screen process, it looks like you can reload into one of the previous levels, with this being sort of level 3. As the lower floors of the basement. The first one being the office we started in, that we also did during the demo. The second being the second and third floors, and then this being the third level of the third chapter. So we figured out how to open up this door to a basement level, and we're going to go in there like this. Alright, so this is some sort of a works area, maybe like a boiler room, utility area kind of thing. Alright, we have scribbling going on. I also see something here, a piece of paper. Working with this turbine, I decided to implement one of my ideas on how to make the system more effective and less prone to accidents. One recurring issue of steam engines is the problem of pressure reversal. A conventional check valve resists such reversal, but depending on the pressure, it might tear or lose its durability over multiple incidents. I created a system that works on absorption and redistribution of the opposing flow instead of brute resistance. It's a labyrinth of water pipes with multiple faucets which, when faced with pressure beyond the calibrated threshold, will open almost simultaneously, releasing the pressure in a controlled manner. This approach mirrors what I've seen in nature. A networked system is much more resilient than a singular shield. In my next design, I must make the whole system with a different loop. The biggest issue I found with this system is that it needs to be reset manually every time it absorbs pressure. But that should be easy to fix next time. We also have a new Nixie tube. Yes, we do. Nice. Alright, and over here, I heard some scribbling too, by the way, so we'll take a look at that. Maybe we should take a look at that first. So that was the security valve system there on the turbine. And then clicking back over here, we now have ground floor. Below the main factory floor is indeed a boiler room. When I see the abandoned machines, I look forward to helping them fulfill their purpose once again. On the left side is the boiler itself. I need it to create steam. For that purpose, it needs fire and a working water intake. The water comes from the right side of the room in a series of pipes. Yeah, so we got a bunch of crazy valves here on this, which is going to be fun to figure out. This will do that, which will accept the... Oh, that's fancy. Accept the coal in via this push plunger type of system. And we can do that once. Presumably coal will come through here and drop down onto that, and that can be re-triggered there. We have some matches here on the floor. I guess we have to light the fire. I'll just chuck it in there. Okay, I thought I'd have to hold it, but I guess not. And then we have all these valves that we took the notes on. So this is the water pipe. This is the input here. We have... well, that's something. Looks like there's a hole here, though. Interesting. Yeah, there is. Okay. We're going to have to patch that hole. I see a piece back here. Not something that I can have access to. And this monstrosity is not able to be turned on. Actually, these valves don't seem to do anything. It's kind of interesting. At least not yet. But patching that hole. We might be able to get to that via using this other new Nixie tube and the piece upstairs, the additional thing upstairs, the additional punch card system upstairs. Let's try that. At least we know what to do with it. Whether it's something that we want to deal with now or not, I don't know. Over there, please. There we go. Keep going. Keep going. There we go. Over here, Wally. Nixie tube. So, I forget what this one looked like, so we need to go take a look at it again. And it's closed. Of course it is. Okay, so it's both of the half moons on top, and then it's kind of an inset square with an upside down T on the bottom. So that one seems to be right. This might be right. Then we also have this one and this one. Oh, maybe this one isn't right then. No, this one might be the right one. Let's see. You'll go in there. And an inset square. And then an upside down T. That might do it. Let's see. If not, it's close. That did it. We got it. Half moon. Yep. Because this thing came up, so we knew we had it. Got it. Take that, please. Punch card. Then we can go over here. And we can insert. And then we can close this thing. Bring in the card. Okay. Seems there's not enough power to move the cabin. I'll need to restart both the turbine and the generator first. Alright, so we do need to do something else wise downstairs. Valve there. There's a lever here. We can't move yet. That valve doesn't seem to be controllable. Guess we go back downstairs then, because I don't remember there being anything else to click on here. There is this, but, you know. Let's go back downstairs. I must have missed something the first time. Let's all be surprised. I mean, turning that on seems to make sense. So we'll want to do that. But we definitely... Well, let's turn it back on. Let's do that. Oh, this... I see it. Yeah, it turns itself off. This here, we do some sort of a manipulation of this handle. Oh, I see. Here we are. Okay, so this is like do this repeatedly type of thing. That's not it. How do I... Guess you're happy with the first choice I made. Since it stuck and I can't unstick it. That one... Oh, it doesn't have... Okay, I get it now. It doesn't have to match up perfectly then. No. Not going to be it either. It must go like this. Yeah. And then not that, but maybe this? This is kind of weird. There we go. And that might just do everything we wanted it to do now. But now we do this. I thought I was going to have to find a piece to patch it with, but this seems like it's a... Yeah, there's the pressure holding now. Ah, okay. Scene? Explosive accident. Restore function to the turbine. And achievement earned. Yeah. Alright, so now we have this problem. What the heck am I supposed to do with this? There's these outputs here. Which I'm guessing have... Okay, so I need to keep them from leaking, I guess, is the objective there. I guess we turn off those that I just turned on as the test. There. Water needs to not go into this one, I guess. Or maybe we can... Yeah, okay, there's nothing to look at here. This goes here, but we don't want it to go there, so we need to turn that one off. We don't want it to leak out here. That one can't be on either. These ones, or that one might be able to be on. This one should not be on. This one goes up, and then we can look through these. Definitely not that one. Possibly this one. Not that one. Not that one or that one. You come through like this, and you out there. I want to go down there with either one of those. This comes through. I don't want that. I don't want that. I do want this. This and this. Not there. But here, but not there. This gets turned off. That can stay on. There's a path through there. That one stays off. This one goes on. This jumps behind. It also goes up. That might be it. I might have missed one. Oh, we got him. All right, I guess we go upstairs now. Or do we need to turn this again? No, this is done. That is done. Okay, I guess we go back upstairs now. Now that the turbine is running. The generator thingy. Guess we have to use this handle. Or something. There we go. Oh, it doesn't like that. Why you no like? So that's the thing that started up and then kind of blew up on us. But in the cutscene. Why does that not want to go? And then why is it? I'm guessing we still can't use this, but maybe we can. Let's try it. Yeah, okay. Can we go out this way? I mean, theory, but I guess not in practice. What else is there? I mean, there's this valve that we can't touch. We can't go this way. That just takes me in line with that. I don't see anything else Nixie Tube related. Nothing else to do with that. I missed something else downstairs. Is there a way kind of around and behind all this? No. There's a bunch of wire spools over there and things. Go double check the downstairs. Can't add more coal. Oh, the thing that I see there is coal hopper. Can't do anything with that. You're already done. Can't turn those. Can't turn this. Yeah, I don't see anything else that I can do up here. Okay, did I miss something else in the thing that said it didn't have enough power? In this thing. Oh, I did. There's a button here. Oh, so it has enough power to do... Okay, I guess me working that arm meant that I didn't have enough power to do... I thought it meant I didn't have enough power to use the thing at all. Okay, I can move that over there. Or over there. Oh, this is the one. Maybe I gotta put this one in its place. I bet you that's what it is. So you gotta go all the way over there and get down on the floor. And then I can put this one, which is the spare, and is presumably still good, in there. And this looks like a coal hopper wagon type of thing. Okay. I clicked the thing and it said I didn't have enough power, so I assumed that I didn't have enough power to do anything. Let's try this now. There we go. Alright, generator's generating, or whatever that's doing. I heard scribbling. This is not what I expected to happen. It seems one part of the generator, this is during the cutscene, on the main floor exploded. I will need to check it out and make repairs if at all possible. I also noticed the steam violently returning to the safety valve system on the right side of the boiler room. I'll need to reset it before restarting the turbine. I was able to finally restore power to the whole factory. Looking at the space fully lit, I can only marvel at how big it really is. Probably too big under the circumstances. If this project started small and slowly grew, it would have been a lot more effective and maybe ended up differently. No reason for me to be crying over spilled milk. I need to find out what happened here and how I came to be stranded in a locked office. Is it possible someone did this on purpose? No, no one can cause someone amnesia. I think this has to be some kind of accident. Apparently, I put some safety measures in my laboratory, which should be monitoring everything happening in all the buildings of the future Radio City. That said, it will be a bit of a walk and I still need to open the main gate. Alright, well, we have this thing running now. And does that mean that I can use this and pull that lever that I tried to pull earlier? Oh shit. It does. Elevator go up. Okay. I hear you scribbling again. I can see the main floor of the factory in front of the gate. There seems to be a lot of machines that were never put to work. Such a waste. I can use the crane to move them around, open the gate, and make it stay open. Aha. Hey. Okay, this is just like a puzzle of squares here. So let's, what does that do? See it doing something there. That opens the gate. And then slams it back down again. This grabs the thing in question. And put it down again. Not right there. Not that button. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so each thing only has one grabber spot on it. Drop that one there. Guessing I need to clean off. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I keep wanting to reach for the door button. Yeah, each object has a grabber spot on it. Guess maybe I need to put something in here, though, too. Am I looking at this right in that you are... Yeah, you are that shape. That means you can probably go there. What if I put you... in there? Can I also put another thing in there? No. Let me try this button again. What is that doing? Do I have... Oh. Okay, I've got to move that. Can I now grab this thing and by any chance put it... No. I need to buy myself a square somehow. But how? Let's see. If I grabbed... No. Maybe. If I grab this... Put it there. You go back there, and I grab this one. Put it there. Why, you know... Oh, did I have it in the wrong spot? I did. Alright. And then we come back over here to this one. Nope, nope. This one. Right in there. Pick that up. And we put it over here. And then if I open the gate, and I send the car directly, got it. Okay. Animation time. Now can I just get out of here? Oh yeah, now this door is open. Remember the door that I was wondering how I got out of it? Yeah, that's right. Oh, animation. Or a cutscene. Okay. Yep, we broke it. Oh. There's a train over there. Alright, we have a broken switch thingy here. This looks like... Oh, this is one of those... Is there a... Yeah, we got broken wires over there. So this needs to... do this. That can do that. That you all can do... something. I kind of dislike these puzzles. Doesn't work. This and that. And then this, and then that. And then this. Okay. What is the objective there, then? I was thinking that spinning this would somehow reconnect that. I'm not sure what the final objective there is. Did I get any notes in here? Did it give me any hints? No, it didn't. Okay. At last, I'm under an open sky. My eyes are immediately drawn to another marvel of modern technology, an electric locomotive train. This must be the one used as a connection between this factory and the laboratory in Wardenclyffe. I wonder if it still works. Okay. I'm gonna come back to that. See if we have anything else we can do first. Maybe not. Maybe we will go back to it. There's a lever there. No. Okay, so... what is the objective in terms of making this connection work? Because, I mean, yeah, I can spin these things around ad nauseum, but when do I know that I've done the thing that I needed to do? Unclear what I'm supposed to do with this. And I can, again, most definitely, you know, spin them around. But I don't know what the expected final result is. Yeah, I'm not sure what the expected final result is on this. There are 2 wire bundles coming out of the switch stand. Can you see whether they're properly connected? What did that do? I don't know what that did. Did it reset this? Feels like it's been reset. Okay. Oh. Okay. That did a thing. Yeah, that's a little bit shocking. Okay. And now, is the other one... I can't even go in there now. Okay, that's even better. Now, can I walk across this? Is that the objective here? Walk across this rail bridge now? Yeah. Okay, interesting. Train! The train itself has puzzles built into it, because of course it does. Who else would design a train with puzzles in it but... Also have this switch thingy. Okay, so I can go. I can give myself the ability to go that way now, which might be the way that the train needs to go. Once we figure out the puzzles, the train. Up. Of course, it's locked. What else would it be? No, I didn't want to go up. I was trying to click the things behind it there. It's up also. Okay. That could be a combination. Remember 369. Can't go backward anymore. Can't do anything with this. Or any... Yeah. There's some power stuff going on here. We've got a power connection over to there. That way, of course. Are there any... There are no ley lines around. Can you see that part yet? No. Oh, wait. Now can I go this way? Yeah, okay, I got it. And this thingy. What does that do? There's like connecting up different pieces of the train with the power system here. Maybe, but that also has things on it here. Ooh, circuit board. The strange fuse box seems to be the key for distributing electricity from the tracks to the whole train. There seem to be several parts missing or wrongly set. I think I will need to repair this junction fully before the train is able to move. Yep. This thing also has a little gear on it, so we can manipulate it somehow. Oh, I get it. No, maybe I don't get it. We can make the different connections, and then we can also make the connections by sliding the switches. So if we want this one to be, we need kind of 1, 2, 3, well, 11, 12, 1, no 2, a 3, a 4, no 5, and a 6. 11, 12, 1, 3, 4, 6. It's a little bit skewed, but we'll go with it. 11, 12, 1... won't be that, because we won't be able to connect all of these things. 3, 4, 6. But what I'm thinking is each wire, we won't be connecting a wire here because that one's broken. What I'm thinking is each wire will need to connect to one and only one of these outputs. So like, for example, does that do what I want? No, I need one over there. That's 2 here, which doesn't make sense. Well, there's only 4 outputs, though. Maybe. Skip that one for sure. That one's broken. No and no. Maybe there. Then there's no output to this one. Oh, and no and no. Maybe there. That could be. You're there. Oh, yeah, this is it. There, there, and there. And then we put this thing back in there. Green. Nice. Has that opened up a thing here? Okay. And opened up the door, I think I just saw, too. That way. Uh-huh. Scribble, scribble. We've got notes. After setting the first part of the fuse box correctly, I was able to make my way into the cabin. The blueprint for the locomotive seems to show all the elements I need to start up or repair in order to move the train safely, in order to hopefully arrive at the laboratory and its security features. If only I was a little more successful with funding, this could have changed the world, but maybe it still will. Okay, so we've got... Number 1 is the door here that we were just at, where the fuse box is. That's got a connection down to the thing here that I don't know what it's called. Number 2 is something here in the cabin that's connected to this. Number 3 is these things on the top that are connected to the coils inside that we just opened up. And number 4 is the light or whatever up front. Let's see here. Can't clicky there. We can click here. I need to make sure every part of the locomotive is in working order. There must be something still left to do. Those levers don't do anything. This is the thingy we saw in number 2. Ooh, that's a damaged piston. We have to fix that. Okay, and I can also come out here to this other car. But I obviously need something to move it. Or to open the door. So, let's go. Nice. Choo-choo, pull the trigger, the whistle, and the train cabin in the 3rd chapter. Twice. Okay, now is there an achievement for more than twice? We'll stop after 5 or 6 or whatever that was. That many. For now. We'll come back to it later. Alright, so with that, Does that mean I can take this back now and take this thing out? No, it does not. Okay. That means I need 2 more of those discs here? Or... what? Must be something with this piston. Is there a, there's not a manipulation thing because there's not a little symbol on it. But it seems like I should be able to spin it, spin pieces of it, and lock it in back in together again. But maybe, I guess not. Ooh, there's a thing here too. And that gives me a handle. Ah. On the matter of electric locomotion, I have observed conventional locomotives for a long time, and now I'm convinced that the combustion engine was a necessary compromise. And now, but no longer. Constant friction of pistons and valves, the always present dangers of explosions and sudden changes in pressure, not to mention all the soot and smoke and ash, all of this can be replaced by a far simpler, more enduring, and more human-friendly system. The rotating magnetic field, as used in my polyphase motor, is ideally suited for rail traction. Current could be drawn from the tracks themselves, needing almost no extra infrastructure. And if my experiments at the Wardenclyffe Tower are successful, the same method could be used for ships, aircraft, and maybe even small personal vehicles, all through the air without pesky wires. Trains here in the USA really changed history, and this could be the next step. It could reshape the very idea of transit. Everything seamless, everything part of one big ecosystem of cities, factories, and power plants. And that would be you, putting the note in there, yep. So I think the handle that we just pulled out of there goes to this door over here. Methinks. Open. There we go. And inside is a laboratory where I can fix this piston, I'm guessing. Let's read the note here first. Also, I'll take this thingy, ceramic disc. Eimer and amend. Dear Mr. Tesla, we thank you kindly for your request to manufacture this most unusual appliance. As we advised you during our correspondence, we cannot guarantee that the aforementioned apparatus work according to its full potential, given the specific limitations and the experimental nature of the chemicals used and the electronics elements provided. However, we wholeheartedly believe that in your hands it might serve as a bold step towards a groundbreaking and exciting new technology. Wish you many a successful scientific experiment. Always yours truly, Eimer and Amend, sorry. Great. And that went into the notebook here as well. And then the book Mark Twain gave me inside the wagon we had the rain. Okay, yeah. We're still looking for those things. So this is a thing. Figure that out. Just keep looking around here. We have this, which is a memory. And let's watch it.
Sunday, March 18th, 1900. I went to the lounge of the Hotel Belclair to get a little bit of peace. I know Sam means well, but these social events are incredibly exhausting. I can almost hear him. Can't you see how many came just for you? So many stories tied up in one moment. In the future, one of them might get entangled with yours. That's the famous Mark Twain. He convinced a few useless rich people to consider investing in my next project, and still managed to see something poetic about it. And this wasn't the first time Samuel Clemens helped me. I was barely on the cusp of adulthood, and my father, despite my protests, insisted that I become a parish priest like him. But God had other plans. I found myself on my deathbed. My doctor gave me months to live, and all hope escaped me. But one day, a book fell into my lap. It was outstanding. It completely absorbed me and kept me in bed even more than my illness, which I had completely forgotten about. They were early works of Mark Twain, and to them I attribute my miraculous recovery. When my father saw how narrowly I had escaped death, he agreed to let me decide my future career. So I headed west to study engineering. 20 years later, I met Sam in person for the first time. As I told him my story, I saw the otherwise jovial man shed a heartful tear. Suddenly, I was snapped out of my daydream. A friendly, "Howdy, Nikola," came from behind me, and an ornate wooden cube landed on the table in front. "With the help of a skilled carpenter, I prepared a gift for you, just for this occasion," Sam continued. "I wonder if you can guess what it is." What was it that Sam brought me?
It looks like a puzzle box. Clearly not a book. Clearly not money. Probably not nothing. We'll go with puzzle.
The mischievous grin on his face said it all. He definitely had something in store to tease my brain cells.
Okay. Handle on that side or something, and a handle on that side or something.
Precise workmanship. The internal mechanism must be very complex.
Okay. I'm not sure what I'm seeing here. This looks like the bottom of that anchor. This looks like the bottom of that anchor. This could be... Could be the bottom of either one of the anchors. Upright post is in all four. Okay. Yeah, this is not entirely sure what the game wants me to do with it, but it looks like the piece in the corner matches the thing next to it diagonally. The pieces on the side match both of the pieces next to it on the side. And then the piece in the corner again, the pieces on top. This one matches the one here. This matches both of those. And then, yeah, the stick is all four. So what am I supposed to do with this? You go here then, I guess. Yeah, because it matches both of those anchors. And another puzzle. Okay. At least I get the idea here now, the concept. This piece matches both of those. Maybe. This piece... Yeah, because it's like that and this. You're already covered. Where does this piece go in? That's the waves and the buoy. This is the top of that. This is that of this. This piece must go. I think this piece goes to this one. Maybe it goes to them both? Yeah.
The puzzle is more complicated than I expected.
Okay.
Why did he decide to give it to me here?
Because he's a trickster god. Let's go in here. Now we have 3 of them. Let's see. Looks like you're needed just for this one. You go down there. Right? Yeah, I think so. Then I can't slide this one out of the way, but this one, I think, just goes to that one. And then this one goes to the two of these. Yep.
Didn't he mention a meeting with a potential investor?
Definitely not that position. Maybe that one, but not that one because we already tried it. There we go. Okay. Was interesting too. And then we get the book.
Inside was Samuel's yet unpublished book. I knew it would be another amazing experience. I couldn't have asked for a better gift. But I didn't have time to rejoice for long. Sam smiled, pulled his watch out of his breast pocket, and exclaimed, "It worked out beautifully. It's almost time." At first, I didn't understand what he meant. But when I looked at him, I began to suspect some trickery.
See what I mean?
There was a knock, followed by a smug chuckle. "Like a Swiss watch," my friend added. He planned it well. He kept me entertained long enough for me not to wriggle my way out of it. And now it was too late. I had to try and make a good first impression. The woman who entered was introduced as Rose Kelly, a representative of an interested investor. She was courteous and spoke politely. Unlike other investors, she knew not just my name, but also the details of my previous projects. We talked about Colorado Springs and my Wardenclyffe plans. I asked what I should expect from the investor she represented. Do they know my work as well as she does? She assured me that she and her fiancé fully supported my world vision, free energy available to everyone, and a global communication network. Fiancé? That made sense, but why hadn't she told me his name? I had no option but to cut to the chase. "Mrs. Kelly, what is the name of your fiancé?" She hesitated, smiled timidly, and looked me straight in the eye. "Alistair Crowley," she said in a weak voice, as if she already knew my reaction. At that moment, just one thought took over my mind. Alistair Crowley was...
Could have been a thief.
I had no evidence, but Alistair Crowley often boasted artifacts of dubious provenance.
Probably not a cult leader. Probably not a sorcerer. Could be unacceptable, maybe charlatan.
He's a liar and a fool. He tells fairy tales about demons, magic, and other worlds. I knew it wasn't her fault, but I couldn't contain myself. I was offended that someone like this thought they could fund me. Such insolence! "Crowley," I blurted out. "Unfortunately, I know very well who you mean. The nonsense that people like him put out into the public makes the work of all scientists and inventors that much harder, whether in education or trying to find sponsors. I hate to break it to you, but your husband-to-be is a fraud." Rose didn't look surprised, but certainly not pleased by my words either. "I understand your resentment, but please think the matter over in peace. My fiancé doesn't take rejection kindly." It sounded nearly threatening, but I picked up on the desperation in her voice. I looked at Samuel and sadly shook my head. It was clear we weren't going to make a deal. The click of the door and my friend's slightly disappointed face only confirmed it.
All right. Fruitless collaboration. Experience a flashback in the 3rd chapter. Achievement earned. And we have another device here which is apparently broken. And we have the book here, which Ah, yes. Dearest Nikola, I truly value our friendship and I want to give you a gift. Perhaps not something you wish for, probably not something you deserve inflicted upon you, but definitely something you'll like anyway. Behold my short kids novel, or a long mistake as some might put it, The Purloining of Prince Oleomargarine. It is unprinted, unpolished, and possibly unpublishable. But it has a heart, a lofty idea, a few jokes, and a prince who vanishes under circumstances I no longer understand myself. Your fellow experimenter, Samuel Clemens, aka Mark Twain. Yes, if you ever build a machine that can fill in plot holes, I'll gladly test it. Alright, well that was a letter added to our collection of notes, and so now I think we will need to figure out what we need to do with this machine and this machine. Maybe the ceramic disc, maybe the piston, but we'll do that next time. We will leave this here for now, and we will come back and do some more work next time, progressing through unlocking and powering up this train. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you then. Bye for now.